Hello my little goobers, this is Sammy. I'm going to tell you what you need to know before you play Space Marine 2. This is going to be spoiler free, so there is literally no spoilers in this video, so you will not have to worry about that. Here's the main things you need to know. Story wise, first and foremost, you have to do the story before you start doing operations, or well, you can go into PvP. That won't change anything. Well, here's some main points. Alright, health and armor. Your armor is going to protect you before you start taking health damage. It's very, I would say, a lot harder to restore your health more than it is to restore your armor. Armors can be getting by doing executions, doing well-timed dodges to do timed shots, which will open up enemies to big damage, which can save you from taking more damage. But you got to be careful where you execute because you can get surrounded by enemies. Now, when it comes to controller-wise, it's much more different. I've never tried it on like controller, but mouse and keyboard. Your melee is your right click, scoped in aiming is more your middle click. When it comes to operations, they have different like gameplay compared to story, but you have main abilities. You have 6 different classes you can pick from, and each of those classes have their own advantages and disadvantages when it comes to fighting in the later difficulty modes. I will suggest, if you do anything in story mode or operations, always start with the easiest, because unless you really want to rush in and take more damage, because the harder difficulty you get, the less armor you have, the harder the enemies will hit, and plus they'll have more HP. Now, when it comes to operations or PvP, I cannot give my consensus on PvP, but when it comes down to operations and everything, you have different weapons you can upgrade, but the main thing is you can earn cosmetics through in-game progression. That means the more operations you do, the more in-game currency you can get, the more weapons you can buy into, plus doing harder difficulties can unlock more weapons. Then you have trials, which are their own thing to allow you to be introduced to the class, be able to take on trials, earn a bit of currency and a bit of like early start stuff. So if you want to tackle that to get to know classes, that is highly advised. There is options in the game that they give you at the start. When you first log in, you start a new game and everything, you're going through your brightness, and they give you an option to actually have the helmet on or off during story. Now, you could do this option, but you could also do the option for cosmetics when it comes to operations. I don't know about PvP, haven't tried it, haven't tested it, so you can try it through there, but it's a nice option to have to be able to see your character and see what they've gone through and everything. But personally, I still like it with the helmet on, so the main points, TLDR, just go through the story, then go through operations, or you can go do PvP. But definitely it is a fun game right now, but it does need a bit more content as it's coming up with more content for, I would say, the PvE aspect. PvP could use some from what I see. So far, only able to pick one class in PvE. You're only allowed 3 players. In PvP, it's a 6, I think it's a 6v6. It allows you to pick 2 classes per person before you get locked out of it. I do hope you enjoy the game, and thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I hope you all have a wonderfully silly day.